Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha.
Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Uh,
everybody. Good evening.
yeah, good evening. It's a Thursday evening,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And we got some big fires up in Canada. I
Yeah, is
guess
that affecting
probably
you?
elsewhere too. Well,
You getting
driving.
the air, the bad air?
We did yesterday. Driving. Charlie and I drove down to Massachusetts for Aunt Betty's 106th birthday,
That's
and
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. On the way, there was a stretch where it felt like we were sort of like contained in some sort of like an apocalyptic dome where the air was
Wow.
all sort of like milky and pink, and yeah,
Wow.
it was kind of eerie. But I'm sure that's nothing compared to being, near these fires. And
In it. Yeah.
mhm.
I mean, you turn the news on and it does feel, there's floods, there's fires, there's
Yeah, yeah.
diarrhea.
I know, and I did have a salad, at the birthday
Oh,
lunch,
no,
so
really?
we always go to this place because Betty likes it, called Good Times, Times spelled Thymes. I don't know why, it's
Ah,
not like they feature
yeah.
thyme in any of their
No.
dishes,
Yeah.
but, the only thing that I can order on the menu is like a
Is a
large
salad.
large
Oh,
garden salad, and
we should
it's
have asked him to cook it.
yeah, it's just like iceberg lettuce and maybe like half a tomato, like 4 cucumber slices. It's just like
Yeah, yeah,
not even
like
a
old
good
school,
garden
like a
salad. Yeah.
70s salad, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I always enjoy that. so I so this time I like filled up before because I knew I wasn't gonna
Good
want to
thinking,
eat,
yeah,
you
just eat
know.
half a jar of peanut butter before you go. Yeah.
I yeah, when we were driving down, I ate a bunch of big cookies, and, Betty leaned over, because I wasn't really filling up on the salad, and she's like, "Are you gonna take that home with you?" And I said, "Well, I had a late breakfast, like a big breakfast," and Charlie goes, "She had 4 cookies." So
4 big cookies.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were very big. Vegan, though, but yeah,
Well,
heavy.
I've been congratulating myself on, having, like, the only produce I've had. I was, like, thinking in my head, like, "What have I eaten?" It's
Mhm.
just been apples. It's just me and
Okay.
apples from
Yeah,
like,
your love
everything else
affair
has
with the
been
apple.
frozen or
Mhm.
canned, yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
I've been
Yeah.
leery of bagged salads for some time, but,
That sounds kinda like something you'd say when, like, you're either, like, going under or coming out of anesthesia.
that's my best work is coming out of anesthesia. But anyway, I flipped out because the old man bought cherries and ate them
Mm.
started eating them, like, completely unwashed, which I would never do
Uh-huh.
anyway, just,
Did you, like, run across the room and slap them out of his
I'm
hand?
like I'm like, "Whatever, this could take 2 weeks for this to
Yeah,
the
I
chickens to come
know.
home to roost," and,
I know. Yeah, yeah.
anyway, we can stop talking about diarrhea if you want and get going on
Okay. Okay,
the
let's.
soap opera, and
Let
I wore my, just for people that aren't in the know, for my birthday, my friend here sent me a Property of Turning Woods T-shirt that she'd had made for me, and I wore that tonight, and nary a comment.
Oh, that's
And
too
like, no,
bad.
and I thought about telling people about it, and I thought that they'd probably just be, like, staring at me, like
Yeah. Well,
that.
I wore mine, during our Zoom
Oh,
staff
you
meeting.
have one also? You made one for
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah. I wanted to
Ah,
see, like,
okay,
how it fit
yeah.
and everything.
It's nice, it's a nice feel, the material feels nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty soft T-shirt, and I
Yeah.
will get them. I'll get the link somewhere online for everybody in case anybody wants one, but, yeah, I had to explain during my Zoom meeting, I didn't have to, I wanted to.
That
Like,
it's a psychiatric hospital, an
it's a
imaginary
yeah,
psychiatric hospital.
facility
Yeah.
for people, yeah, who are in a coma,
Yeah.
perhaps never gonna wake up, so I think that's gonna put me
Yeah.
on a fast track to a pretty big promotion.
Yeah.
That level of professionalism is hard to
Yeah,
find these
right.
days.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, a fresh
Mhm.
T-shirt like that, and then the
Mhm.
meaning,
Mhm.
having all that meaning on it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
plugging
yeah,
the podcast at the same time. See,
yeah,
you need to do more of
yeah.
that, please. Okay.
Um, just in general, like when I'm out and about, just plugging it.
Yeah, just
I
like
spent I
stop
spent the whole
people.
weekend with my family trying to evade the topic so they wouldn't go looking it up, you know? Although although they could have easily it's not that hard to,
Yeah.
probably find it, but, I didn't give
Mhm.
anybody a specific name.
No,
My
no.
one brother was just like, "You still doing that?
Really?
Whatever." Yeah.
Who's that friend of yours? Is she still making you do that what is it?
Yeah, yeah, "What are you doing?" But so I didn't tell them
Oh,
anything.
dear. Dear, dear.
Anyway, okay, so,
Yeah.
yeah, this is our 3 days, so we better get
Yeah,
cracking
so
here,
we have been
okay?
burning
And we have
through
some
our
some
valuable time.
unpleasant stuff.
We
Uh,
do, we do.
yeah.
But I'll go back to Tuesday, where Danny sees Jason, so they have their reunion. And what did you think about that, Gina? Gina.
Uh, Gina, Gina. It makes me sound kinda slutty, I'm not sure why. Gina, Gina. Um,
Mm,
anyway, I thought it was nice. I felt like their hugging and their bond, was palpable.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
and then are you talking about that just that or the discussion they had? Was that the day they had the kinda discussion where Danny sort of confronts him about, "And why does
Yeah,
it always have to
yeah.
be you?"
He almost, yeah,
I
almost immediately goes into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm siding with Danny on these things. I feel like when and see, I have to do a disclaimer. I am not a
Okay.
parent, so I
Uh-huh.
got no business telling people how to parent. Nonetheless,
Nonetheless, here I
I'm gonna
go.
proceed
No.
here. Here I go. I
Mhm.
just feel like when you have kids, then that's your
Mhm.
priority, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I feel kinda like, doesn't Jason get that? Like, especially being the sole parent
Mhm.
now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the same way
Mhm.
I'd feel like skydiving might be, um,
Mhm.
something I wouldn't do if I were like, it's
Mhm.
not like, "Oh, you have to stop your life," but I
Mhm.
kinda think Danny has a point, and I think he's right to voice his feelings like that, like, I love
Mhm.
that that's such a boy thing to just go ahead and say what you're like, that's so
Mhm.
wonderful that boys
Mhm.
communicate that way, some of them.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
I feel for him, I'm like, "Yeah, why are you always out there rescuing everybody else in the world?"
Mhm.
You got
Mhm.
business at home.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anyway, you gonna contradict me on that?
I wanted to, but you raised some good points. I
You just
think the
feel like
only
Danny's being a twerp?
no, I mean, maybe a little bit, and I know I'm sympathetic to him, everything he said is true. I think I was just feeling like Jason has been through so much, and I felt for him, like, sort of getting,
Yeah.
this sort of, like,
Yeah.
beating, but you're right,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Danny's younger and he has needs, he needs his dad. And so yeah, and I think it is good that he can express all those feelings because see if you just like tamp them down, then that's where you get into like big trouble, it seems like, when you have all this like
Yeah. Yeah.
frustration, that you can't manage, can't articulate,
Right. Can't
Um
articulate and suddenly you're
yeah.
like starting fires or something weird like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like you
Um,
said, the line that really made it land was when he said, "Why does it always have to be you?" That was like,
right.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
sort of like
Yep.
the thing that you can't really argue with because it does seem
Right.
like
Right.
that's always
Yeah.
true. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was kind of a tough scene to watch, I thought, but
Yeah, I did feel badly for Jason because he
mhm,
definitely seems a little delicate at the moment.
mhm, mhm.
And it's interesting that they're having them head off on a trip immediately. Like we didn't see
I
them
know.
today, and
Yeah.
no contact with Britt immediately,
I
or
know,
anybody else,
I
just
was thinking about and Carly, like, how is Jason
yeah,
gonna explain that? Like,
yeah,
I hate the thought that other people are now gonna come at him, like, with all this hostility,
yeah,
you know? Um,
yeah,
but maybe he knew, like, in a way, you realize that if he had made the rounds, he would have
that
just been
Danny would have been
sucked up
taking a
into
back
this.
seat again.
Yeah,
Yep, right,
exactly. So
yeah,
he knew he had
yeah.
to just, like, cut and run. So yeah, I think, that was probably a wise
And
move.
I thought the interaction with Tracy was quite lovely.
Mhm. I was wanting a big hug to start it off, but neither of them
I
are
like that
really.
there wasn't. Yeah, I
I
like that
know,
there
neither of them
wasn't.
are really like that, so they sort of, like,
Yeah,
it made it a
respect
little
that about
more.
each other.
Yeah, yeah, and it made it
Yeah.
sort of more authentic the way they did sort of work up to
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I always like her when she's in that mode.
Yeah, yeah, and I like that she values Jason so much now, you know?
Yeah, right, which is a long shot from how she used to probably feel about
Yeah,
him.
yeah, uh-huh, and you could
Right.
tell that she was so happy sort of for Danny, because she could
Yeah,
see
right.
how much this
Yeah.
meant to him. So, yeah, that was all sweet, very sweet. Um, then we go to Dante and the cops. They were at Windermere, right? They were searching Windermere,
Oh, yeah, and
and
then
Valentine
Valentine
and
and
Charlotte come
Charlotte
in.
come in.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everybody's
yeah.
looking for the old black box.
Yeah, and whatever else I guess they think is gonna be there as evidence to, help with the
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
investigation.
that's
I
what
don't
it
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had the big sort of showdown, between Charlotte and, you know, Dante and Valentine had some words about where
Mhm.
Charlotte should live and that
Mhm.
kind of thing, and,
Yeah.
um
Yeah. Uh-huh. And ultimately, yeah, Dante, when he had his conversation with Elizabeth a little bit later, you could see that probably part of him was like, "You know what? I don't need this
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I
drama,"
don't
you
yeah,
know?
right. Yeah. Yeah, after
Uh,
he thought about it, it's like, yeah.
y
I mean,
yeah.
I guess it's nice that he was sort of defending Lulu's position on things
Mhm.
initially,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, uh-huh,
I don't know,
yeah.
I just think whatever it looks like on paper, the reality is that Charlotte
Mhm.
is gonna, go with Valentine if she has a chance. Like,
She's so
they
strong-willed that there's no way
yeah,
she's just gonna listen and obey really anybody,
yeah, right,
for very
right,
long.
she's had to be more grown up than she should have forever.
Mhm,
And,
mhm.
and how would it work if your mother forbids you to be with your dad and, like, that's not gonna endear her to,
No, that just sounds
Charlotte,
absurd
and
even.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, Lulu thinking she can take some sort of a stand, she's
Yeah,
really
I
not
mean,
reading the
again, that's
situation.
tricky, like, you have to be able and allowed to discipline and give boundaries to your child,
Mhm,
um
mhm.
yeah, they just don't seem to like, Charlotte seems to, uh like, respect her mother and not wanna hurt her, but they don't
Mhm.
really seem to have a very good bond. Like, they don't seem to
No. Right,
you don't
right.
see them being mother and daughter together. It's always
Yeah,
this sort of
yeah.
awkward
Mhm,
thing going on.
mhm. Yep,
I don't
like,
know.
Charlotte would never talk, like, about boys with her mom, or,
Yeah,
sorta
yeah.
normal stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we don't see them having fun or going to a mall
Right,
or,
right,
you
yeah,
know,
doing anything really
doing hot
together.
yoga together or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we would have done with our moms.
Yeah, did a lot of lunching with my mom. Never
Yeah, I think I
a
did a lot of
yoga.
lunching with my mom too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we never did any yoga. That was pre
no.
yoga
Right,
was like sort
right.
of exotic back then,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I think my mom would have, like, felt that she probably would have laughed. She would have thought it was a little silly.
Yeah,
You know?
it can be silly. It has silly
Yeah.
moments. Yeah.
Yeah. Um
Hard on
But
the
yeah,
sphincter as well.
oh, the sphincter, it loosens the sphincters right up, and then you got
Yeah.
some situations, yeah. Um, I if I were to make a recommendation, and I think we probably should periodically just to add value
Yeah.
to this podcast,
Okay.
I would
Added value. Yeah.
say, yeah, until we're on the other side of this cyclospora thing, I would avoid any sort of yoga class, people.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
If you even suspect that that's where
Yeah.
your sphincter is headed, then
Yeah, or you don't know
yeah.
about other people's sphincters because we don't
Oh,
usually
other people,
ask.
right?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
are you currently involved in explosive diarrhea?
Yeah, or like, what
Like,
day is it
yeah.
since you've had a salad, you know? Maybe the whatever what are they called? The person who's leading the class? Is there a special name, or are they
A
just called like
teacher,
yeah. Okay. Teacher?
instructor.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Instructor. They should
Yeah,
lead the
maybe they could
class.
just
Start by saying,
yeah.
okay, show of hands who had a salad in the last 2 weeks. And
Right,
then
because
just
you
tell
would
those
think
people to leave,
yeah, yeah.
you
Because
know?
that's you're right, if like knowing your audience there, yoga and salad eating
Oh,
probably
man,
are
they go hand
go
in
hand in
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
anyway, just, that's free. That's free, that
Okay.
advice,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's very
And
good.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gia, for your support. Means a lot. Okay, then we
Always.
had,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, right back at you. We had Jack and Nina and Willow again. Oh yeah, Jack wanted to go to Windermere to look for the black box, and of course Nina had to tag along, and Willow just
Oh,
like
right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Willow, I think,
yeah.
kind of knows that those two can't be wrangled, so she just sort of watched them leave.
Yeah. Well, she's got her own situation happening there. Oh my god. Yeah.
She really has her hands full now.
Yeah. Oh man. She has created a monster.
Yeah, and
But
it
yes,
is looking like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack and, Nina, I'm still enjoying their banter and,
Hmm.
it hasn't gotten, like, sexual yet, but
Right.
I feel like they're gonna be a couple. It's
Yeah,
inevitable.
it does feel
Um,
inevitable. Yeah. Um, I don't
Nina
know if
and I love how Nina everything is like a 3 alarm fire, like entering any room, and she
Yeah.
starts speaking loudly. She reminds me of, our dog Daryl. Do you remember
Oh,
Daryl?
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
He was a very vocal dog. He was a
Mhm.
mix of lab and hound.
Mhm.
He doesn't look like Nina, but well, maybe a little. But
He was a nice,
but he
handsome
had
big
this
boy.
habit of he was a big handsome boy, and he had this habit of just being louder than anybody else in
Mhm.
the room. Like he would just
Mhm.
if you were trying to discipline him or anything, he would just be like, he would just start like he would just start overpowering anything.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like
Uh-huh.
Nina's kind of like that with, she
Yeah.
just her voice gets going and she gets louder and
Yeah, she, like, throws it
she's
right
very
into 5th
funny.
gear, she doesn't
Yeah.
have, like, an in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's true. But then I think also it's weird because like Windermere seems like it's this vast sort of castle, but they're always in this cramped little room. So it's hard to
In this
like,
cramped little room
you
with the
know,
love seat sized couch, which I know I've gone on and on about with the horrible
y-
pillows and everything. But
yeah.
yeah, but they
So
keep
like
yeah, it's huge. We better get going and
I
yeah.
know. So
Uh,
like mentally it's hard to like get there, because you feel like
yeah.
it's
I
it's
would love a new
huge.
set for
Yeah,
Windermere.
yeah, I would too. I mean, there are other places like at the Quartermains, they have some sort of big rooms that look sort like pretty convincing rooms,
Here, yeah, like their front room looks
Yeah,
bigger,
yeah,
and more posh.
mhm, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
picturing you probably never saw Skyfall, did you?
No, I know you want to talk about Daniel Craig. Did he have like an underwear scene in that you want to talk about?
No, 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 but there was a castle in Scotland in the end,
Mm, mhm,
and
mhm.
I feel like we should rewatch that and maybe get some ideas for what
Oh,
they could
okay.
furnish the place with, because it was,
Mhm, mhm.
because a castle would be hard to decorate, right?
It would
You're like,
be. Yeah,
you
it
call up
would
your
be.
interior decorator and like, well, what sort did you live in a ranch or no, a castle? Like,
You're calling
is
it
it
a
a
castle,
gambrel or
but
is it,
like,
yeah?
yeah. You got some dormers, is that what you're
Is it like an
saying, you know?
A-frame or what? And you're like, no, like parapets, moats, like secret passageways. So it would be hard to, and I know you don't want
Yeah.
to hear this, but I feel like there should be a hell of a lot of leather,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we're talking. Yeah, I don't know what the origin of this castle is. Like, who did build it? Do we know? Like, who built the castle? Was it a
We don't,
Cassadine
you and I
originally?
would never know
No, we
anything
would
like
not
that.
know.
Uh,
But I'm just wondering,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
if
I mean, it's Cassadine, right?
I don't know. So then you'd think it would be like some sort of like it would reflect whatever they knew about castles in like Greece, right? They're
Right, a
Greek,
Greek
or are
castle,
they
yeah.
are
I mean,
they
there'd be a lot
just
of feta cheese and
it would
gyros,
smell of cheese? You think?
olives. Uh,
Oh
I don't
boy,
know.
yeah.
Anyway, but
Anyway,
they need an upgrade because what they got going on
yeah,
now doesn't
yeah.
spell out castle, doesn't spell out wealth.
No,
Um,
no. It just sort of
yeah,
makes you feel a little claustrophobic, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway.
anyway, okay, so we had them, and then
Mhm.
so everybody's kind of milling around Windermere looking
Mhm.
for stuff,
Mhm. Mhm.
and not
Yeah.
finding it that
Right.
we know of.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know. It seems like it would be hard to imagine that you could find anything in Windermere, really,
Yeah, right,
you
right,
know.
yeah,
Anyway, so let's see. Then we went to the hospital where Elizabeth met the new doctor, Tristan, and then
yeah.
Tracy came along and
Tracy
shooed
butted
around a little
in,
bit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um
Oh, and you know what? You and I, once again, we're such idiots. I
Idiots.
mean, no,
Yeah.
no offense, but
Yeah.
because I'm including myself, so I feel like that should lessen the blow of me calling you an idiot.
It's
But
it's just the truth. It's just the truth, Gia.
yeah,
Mhm.
did you notice how many references to 16 that we had the other day?
16 because it was the
I think it's
16,000th episode,
yes, yeah,
but
yeah.
I
And
didn't
I
notice the
until I read a
references.
few,
No.
yeah, like 16 texts when Rocco was saying, yeah,
Oh,
16
isn't
texts, and there
that
were
clever?
the
Isn't that
16th
clever?
board member with Sonny, and I can't remember, there were a
Uh-huh.
few other things
Uh-huh.
going on, but
Well, that seems like silliness. It just felt like there was something weird, about the whole like board conversation, but uh yeah, I mean, it is worth acknowledging. That's a lot of episodes.
yeah, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
thought it was kind of fun that they were doing that, but it would have been more fun
Yeah.
if I
If we'd
hadn't been
known.
if we'd known. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
watching for little things,
Yeah. I wonder, like,
embedded.
I'd like to see like an episode count, like which of the characters was on the most episodes out of that
Oh,
16,000,
probably somebody could figure all that stuff out for you.
Yeah, like a chat GPT, but I'm trying to boycott that
Right,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
so,
So
but we
yeah.
don't know if it would be right or not, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's just full
Yeah.
of hooey, I guess.
Probably the actors would know. The one who's
Yeah.
got that title would know. Anyway, okay. So yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
I'm not really sure like what's going on there. I guess that was just an introduction, more of an introduction of who this
Yeah,
Tristan
and
guy is. And
he seemed very, he and Elizabeth had nice interaction. We got to see a little sassy side of him later with Britt.
yeah, but
Um,
when he was with Elizabeth, I was like, "Oh no, you don't. Dante is next in line."
and we got to do something with Rick first. It
Yeah,
doesn't turn him
yeah,
evil again. Yeah,
yeah. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little possessive of our
a
Elizabeth.
little worried about Elizabeth.
Yeah,
Okay.
until we know
And
who
then,
this
well, we
guy
had a nice
is.
scene with, yeah, we had a nice scene with Elizabeth and Dante again. We had another.
He's clearly smitten, don't you think?
He is. I mean, the look on his face, if she
Yeah,
can't see
it's
what's
like,
going on there,
I
she's kidding herself.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, true. Yeah, she should see. Uh,
Yeah, and if
but
she's not interested, she should nip that in the bud and,
yeah,
but maybe she
yeah.
just feels safe because she's obviously upfront
Mhm.
about being involved with Rick
Mhm.
right now. So maybe she
Yeah.
just thinks, well, of course, there's no danger in,
Right, right,
having this
right.
friendship with this man.
Yep,
So,
yep, and Dante
but
has
yeah, I mean, his
acknowledged
face is
Rick
like
too.
glowing.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just, like, gazing at her
Yeah.
so lovingly,
Yeah.
which we
Yeah.
understand Dante, we get it. She's
We
awesome.
get it. I would gaze at her that way too. And
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
think
think of
I
the last time
do.
anybody gazed at me that way. It's like, sort of.
Maybe Daryl.
No, Daryl was super, super not into me. He was only
Uh,
into the old man. Only. You don't remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, I guess I do, I guess I do, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say he hated me, but like if he would
Mhm.
look past me, he would like look around me and look
Like, if
for
he
my
could, like,
husband. Yeah.
push you out of the way so he could get a
Yeah,
better look,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
No, and he was very like all into just like men and heavy
Mm,
equipment. And
mm.
no, Daryl was like, oh, is that a skid steer out there? I mean, he didn't really talk, but like he was very like, and like the more like sort of manly and the more like Carhartt kind of crap you had on, the more he like people
Mhm,
that would come by, other guys that
mhm,
my husband was working
mhm.
with or whatever. He loved men. He loved
Yeah,
men.
yeah,
There's nothing
huh.
wrong with that for a lab. I feel like
No,
that's their
nothing wrong
jam.
with that. Yeah, sure, sure,
I
yeah.
love men too, but
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Mhm.
no, that's why I ended up getting Squirrel, my dog, because I'm like, well,
Mm,
fuck
mm,
this, you
mhm.
know,
I need a
this
dog that
dog.
will stare lovingly at me. Yeah.
Yes, and she
Mhm.
did. She perfect. She was perfect
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, yeah. Dogs are the
Anyway,
best. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know what we
Okay.
were talking about. Oh yeah, Dante and Elizabeth. So that was a nice
Yeah.
scene. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, how are we gonna move this forward? How are we
I
gonna get this
know.
going?
Right, right. Yeah. It could just lead to like some real heartache for Dante.
I guess
Uh
so, but they're just really sweet together.
they are. Yep. And she's
Mm.
really good at just kind of, yeah, like being a friend and not trying to like
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
She's not patronizing or anything. She's sort of
What are you trying to tell me?
nothing.
She doesn't
Nothing.
tell her what to
Nothing.
do.
Not all bossy and yeah, domineering. That's the same thing, I guess. Sort of rude, sort of
All right,
talk.
message received. I'm gonna start singing Meatloaf again if you don't knock it off.
How
Uh,
quickly could the cyclospora kick in? Like, do you have to wait like
I don't
7 to
know.
10 days, or
I
could
think
this?
I think it does have a long incubation period. Why do you need to
Yeah,
go?
I just feel a
Gotta
slight cramping, but it could be because
Oh
I had
no!
ice cream for dinner.
Cookies and ice cream. Oh god.
Yeah, I've been
Well,
in
if
a
it's there's
bad
sudden
way.
silence and it's just me singing Meatloaf, then the people will be.
Just you singing Meatloaf. That's our version of an
I
emergency
don't like. I'm not sure
broadcast
why
signal.
I'm singing Meatloaf. I got some Meatloaf stuck in my head. Like, how does that happen? It's been years since
That's
anybody's
a
played me
real good
Meatloaf.
question. Yeah, yeah, and there's a reason for that. Um, okay.
Okay, move
Let's
along. Next scene. What?
okay,
Who else did we
okay.
have?
All
Yeah.
right. Well, this is where it got a little bit unpleasant. Jordan swings by Portia's house
Oh yeah. Right.
to
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 to make peace. To offer to make peace by telling her what to do.
that was so bad.
It's just like
Like,
the icing on the cake. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
yeah, there was
Yeah.
no peace going on there. I that seemed like that took an enormous amount of chutzpah to go to
Yeah. Yeah.
the the enemy camp and expect that Portia's going to want to listen to her
Yeah.
asking,
And I love Portia spoke the best truth when she
yeah.
said he's not a child.
Yeah,
The whole, like,
yeah.
Curtis was provoked, and it's like, he's not a child. Those were words that somebody said to him,
Yes,
and
yes,
yeah.
yes, and she could have even said, like, "Weren't you a cop, Jordan? Do you
Yeah,
consider the person who's speaking as guilty as the person who throws a punch?" I mean,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, ridiculous,
Yeah,
so,
so
yeah,
that was
I
just
once
bad.
again, the ruination of the Jordan character continues,
Yeah. Well,
um
yeah, yeah, it seemed like it was just gonna head that way. It did shift a little bit today, right? Today? Was it today?
Yeah, right, right,
Yeah.
and I don't
But
know, yeah, I don't
but
know.
we'll see. Yeah. Then we had Britt on the phone with Carly, like leaving a message for Carly because the lock had
Oh, the
been
whole
changed on
okay,
her
so
room.
she's yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and
and
again,
is
like
that
with
the scene where the new doctor comes in, and is that
mhm.
where that happened? Yeah.
Yeah, and I still always feel so frustrated with these Brit scenes because it seems like there's just more to the story all the time, and, like, Isaiah was being real nice to her, um, and I wanted a little more of that, you know? I wanted him to, like, really try to, like, help her, like, or, at least
Yeah,
find some
right,
alternative
yeah,
to, like, going mental, about this room,
right.
you know?
Right. Yeah,
He
but,
coulda
yeah, but I mean, like, you can kinda see both sides because
Mhm.
she's just sort of her own worst enemy in a lot of
Yeah,
these interactions,
exactly,
she just, like,
exactly,
goes
yeah.
ahead and, goes where she
Mhm.
shouldn't go, and
Mhm.
instead of
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I did think the new guy had some pretty good, like, comic chops in
Yep,
his
yep.
returns,
Mhm. Yep, not
so,
bad.
I don't
Mhm.
know,
Some sass,
see about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, we've had Isaiah be nice to Britt, and we had
Mhm.
Aunt Stella.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, Britt just throws punches immediately
Mhm.
also, and
Mhm.
so
Mhm. Yeah.
she's good at escalating every exchange. But yeah,
Right, right.
it's like we are the ones who know all the
Mhm.
horrible reasons that Britt is
Mhm.
acting the way she acts, but nobody
Yeah.
else is privy to that stuff, so
Yep.
they,
Yeah.
it's kind of, but
She
it's kind of normal for them to react the way they react when you've got this person coming at you like she
Yeah, who's
does.
so combative. Yeah,
Um,
she's very,
yeah,
very misunderstood,
yeah,
I guess.
it is like a little tour of Britt getting beat up lately.
Mhm. Yep. Not catching a break. Although, like,
Yeah,
yeah, later on it did seem like people were trying to give her some guidance, in how she could change her fortunes.
yeah,
Um, but let's see. Okay, then we went back to Willow and Drew. Willow's alone with Drew at the house.
has
And
Kai already been there?
no,
And
this is when Kai
no,
comes in looking for the report or whatever,
oh
and
right,
so
yeah,
she hesitates to leave them together, but then realizes it would look a little silly if she sent Kai looking
yeah,
for something, so Kai's alone with Drew, and Drew knocks over that medical bag,
the
I think it
bag,
was. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
and also indicates to him, doesn't he, that to, keep
yeah.
it a secret,
Yes,
but
yes.
Willow's too
Mhm.
smart for that, so she knows.
She knows, but yeah,
Mm,
Kai also
yeah,
realized quickly that Drew wanted it to be kept a secret because he
yeah,
knows.
right,
He knows enough about the situation.
yeah,
So
exactly, because he knows that she's a shooter, yeah.
yeah. And then he doesn't really act on this knowledge that he has
No, he doesn't,
now.
or at least we don't see him telling
Right, right.
Trina or anybody else.
Yeah, like, yeah, you think Trina would be the logical person to
Yeah,
confide in. I guess she
but
is all
Trina's so wrapped up in
preoccupied with
Trina right now. Yeah,
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 yeah, like, who cares about a guy who's, like, in a
yeah.
wheelchair, and you know why,
And
you know?
Drew is looking so scary, like, the scene today with the kids, and
Yeah,
he's turning
yeah.
his head, he's like something out of a horror movie,
He
he's
is,
really doing a
I
good job
know.
being, like,
Yeah.
super creepy.
I know, I would be
Yeah.
scared if I were the kids,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Um, Okay, so we had that happen,
Mhm, mhm.
and then was that when Michael comes with the kids next or something like that, or is that somewhere in
That
there?
happened on Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, okay. What else
Yeah.
was Tuesday?
Okay, I think we covered it pretty much. We jumped around a little
Okay.
bit, but I think we covered the main points. So Wednesday, we start with, Portia and Jordan again. And this is where, Jordan, like, hears Portia screaming,
Yeah,
and
Portia's
comes
like,
back
yeah.
to help. Um, so that did sort of seem to cancel out their previous conversation, like, they sort of started over, you know?
Right, right. Yeah, they just the events of the moment kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
did cancel all the negative. They just had to
Mhm.
figure out what they were gonna do. It did seem
Mhm.
a little. There was a lot of online chatter about how sort of the lack of realism. Like both women have had children, so
Mhm.
they both kind
Mhm.
of like Jordan acted like this was completely new to her,
Yeah. Yeah.
even though she
Uh-huh.
had a child of her own, and she
Mhm.
says as a cop she did deliver, so you think she
Mhm.
would have had a little more, like, calm and collected
Mhm.
and, like, "Here's what we're gonna
Mhm.
do," like, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, with training as a cop, again, would've.
Yeah. Yeah, she acted like almost like a Lucy type person, like,
Yeah,
who's
right,
just
yeah,
like yeah.
yeah, and I
Mhm.
think I get that that was for plot, for comic effect
Mhm.
and whatever,
Mhm.
like.
Mhm.
And it was a little bit funny, which is like, literally anybody else. Is
Mhm.
there anybody
Mhm.
else to call,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. But no. No, it was happening too
But anyway,
fast. Yeah.
you could see what was gonna happen there, and I was
Mhm.
sort of mildly
Mhm.
entertained by the whole thing.
Mhm.
It was a fun idea to have them paired up for this.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess, yeah, I was thinking that they had played up the fact that it was sort of a high risk pregnancy, but they never really did anything with that.
No, right, right. You were thinking
So
there might have been some more of an emergency or something, like
yeah, or like a
cord around the neck or
complication.
something, or
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
but it all went very smoothly and I'm okay with that, I think. And it's a very cute little baby.
It is a very cute baby. They've done
Mhm.
well with their bababies
They
lately.
found
They're
a good
very cute,
a
yeah.
good source of
Good
babies.
batch, yeah, right,
Good
yeah.
batch, yeah.
They
You
went
think they
out to the
just
Cabbage Patch and yeah,
yeah, that's right, yeah. You think they just sort of wander the halls of the hospital, say, "So you got any twins, any
looking
triplets we
for
could take a look at?"
good-looking
Yeah.
twins, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe, or, I
Maybe.
don't know.
Maybe that's how it works, yeah. Then I have Stella and Curtis written down here, and I don't know why. They must have
Hmm,
had a conversation, but where?
they must have, but I don't recall.
Was he at the
Alright, well,
hospital? Did she call him to the hospital?
not
Maybe.
yet. I mean, that happened today, didn't it?
That happened today? Hmm.
Didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
I
Let's
think
move
so.
on, maybe
No, I
it'll
think you're right.
occur to us.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so then we had Trina and Geo getting ready for their showcase thing, and then they and Trina was sort of freaking out and everything, and Geo talked her down.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and, um, was that the day that they actually had
mhm.
the yeah.
Mhm. They
I thought
met.
it was weird. I mean, not that I'm in the industry or anything, but that it was a recording session as opposed to like a showcase. Like
Yeah.
to me, a showcase indicated that they would at least be in a some kind of a venue, or at least
Uh-huh.
be,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yeah.
like, because
Uh-huh.
recording is a whole different thing, and having to wear the
Right.
headphones and
Right. Yeah.
the way you
Mhm.
hear yourself, and
Mhm.
and I also
Mhm.
would think you'd want to see how this person moves on stage, and like, just their
Especially,
physical
yeah, because
presence.
then they were
Yeah.
talking about how they wanted them to open for, some other band
Yeah.
or something, and yeah, they have no idea
S
really.
so I thought that seemed weird, but,
Yeah, good point.
and I guess we have a new character there in that music producer guy,
That Simon
apparently.
guy, you think he's gonna turn out to be some sort of a character
That's what
for
they were saying online.
Oh,
He has
oh, okay, okay.
he has very
Hmm,
white teeth,
mm,
so
mhm.
he'll probably be fine. And then I also wonder if we're gonna find out that there was some shenanigans, like we didn't want Trina at all, and we only agreed to take Trina if we could have Geo.
Oh, yes, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yes.
Because didn't we get some sort of hint of that initially
Yeah,
when they were
yeah,
like,
uh-huh, yeah,
He's incredible, but,
yeah, and Brooklyn's
which
like, "We're
also
here
was a
for
bunch of
Trina."
hokum because was a bunch of hokum because not that he's not a good guitar player, but it's not like, when you're just sort of strumming to back somebody up,
Mhm,
you're not really
mhm.
showing off any chops or anything on your
No.
acoustic guitar, it's
Mhm,
like, what do you
right,
no
right.
John Mayer, huh? I
Oh,
mean,
who now? Oh, he's popular, isn't he?
I thought of you the other day because I got a bunch of Instagram's music stuff, and there were like a
Mhm,
bunch of clips of him, and it was all like his music, like the
mhm,
poppy stuff.
mhm, mhm.
And I was like, yeah, I really kind of hate this stuff.
Oh,
Like,
there's one song I really like that's his poppy stuff.
oh,
Yeah.
what
But
was it?
anyway, go
Gravity.
ahead. Uh,
Um,
no, no. Uh,
but anyway, I was thinking, isn't it funny that I like really like him playing Grateful Dead stuff and blues
mhm,
stuff, but
mhm.
when it's of his own creation, like I'm like, ugh. But I think it was just the 90s. Like, I don't think I liked much of what was going on in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, B's saying
Oh, oh,
hi.
hi. All
Hi,
right.
B. I don't know why. I don't know what she doesn't really know what
Um,
she's barking at sometimes. Sorry.
yeah,
It's
we
called
all have that. It's
Edge
just
of
sort of like,
Desire, and it's a newish
oh,
song, I
okay.
think. Yeah,
Oh,
because
all right.
he has done some good stuff recently. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't even know.
But anyway, where were we?
Anyway, so I thought that was weird, and her singing again, it was kind of like sort of generic, no, lovely
Mhm.
voice, but I feel like the material they're picking for her is not really
I know. I
um
kind of feel like like if they could like pay like a couple of dollars to use like a song, a recognizable song, that she could really sort of throw herself into.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that would serve her better. Um, but
Maybe a little Miley Cyrus or something.
ooh, uh-huh, that could be fun.
Mm, yeah.
Mhm. Uh,
Anyway, also hated her dress.
that was a weird
Or
dress. That
I
it
liked the top of the dress, but I didn't like the
mhm.
bottom of the dress. I was like, what's going
It
on there?
wasn't doing her any favors, I didn't think.
No, and she's like a lovely girl, so if it's not doing her any
She's
favors,
Then it's certainly
yeah.
not gonna work on anybody else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm,
I
and
don't
it
know, I
was
just thought it was a weird fit.
e
Um,
a weird fit, and also it was sort of like, I don't know, like, conservative, like, sometimes she wears
it was a
stuff.
little young.
Yeah, it was an odd choice, because 'cause we've seen her look, like, really cool and sophisticated and hot.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and I think that is what you would wanna bring to a situation like that.
like that, yeah, but I do wonder if we're gonna have something where it's because we had today that big scene with Gio and Emma where she's
Mm,
pressing him on, is this your dream? And,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't know. And
uh-huh,
it could be a tangled web because Brooklyn's involved. And I wonder also if our new
uh-huh,
producer guy is going to be like who Brooklyn turns to when her marriage explodes or
uh-huh, uh-huh.
implodes.
Yeah,
All this is
yeah.
running through my head.
Yeah, right, right. I know. I
Plus
didn't
thoughts of
like
dinner. I'm kind of hungry.
was it mostly thoughts of dinner?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Um what was I gonna say? I didn't like to see Emma sort of looking blue, but I did understand it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
regardless of whether Geo like wanted this 100% or 50% or was doing it just for Trina, it did seem like suddenly his world was going to shift away from her. And not
Yeah.
that she
Right.
doesn't seem like the type of person who'd be so selfish that she doesn't
No,
want him to
she wouldn't be
go
possessive, but yeah.
right. But if he's going to be away from her, I think she wants to know it's like going to like benefit him completely. Not
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
to do something like to help out Trina.
Right. Right. Well, and a little bit of the whole, like, is it being like Jason, like, why do you always have to be the one to
Yeah,
help everybody
yeah.
else kind of a
Because
thing.
Geo,
Yeah.
yeah, Geo is kind of like that, isn't he? He's always trying
Yeah.
to
And I
be the
don't want there to
support.
be any hint of a Geo Trina,
Oh
romantic
no,
pairing,
no, I know that would be
you know?
unacceptable. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Writers,
That
that
we
we would
don't yeah,
turn
we
off
don't
the
want that.
TV. Yeah, we
We
don't want that. We
yeah,
wouldn't like it.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Even though I
anyway, so
think,
that's behind us. But
yeah, yeah. And Kai was lovely
like,
and supportive, and I still feel like I would like him to find somebody who is good enough for him. I'm thinking at this point.
yeah, it still just feels like I don't hate Trina, but it's like, that people talk about, oh, he's really high maintenance or she's really high maintenance. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Trina
Mm-hmm.
is high maintenance.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
She's like a little girl who wants the attention, you know.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
like her like stage fright and everything felt like, like I need all this,
yeah. I need these
propping
people to,
up and stuff,
yeah,
and
yeah. It's
it's
like,
like
what? Yeah,
if this is so important to you, then you know, you figure it out.
suck it
Yeah.
up, Buttercup.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
have a couple of gin and tonics, all right?
exactly. Right. We
Yeah,
know how that
mhm.
goes. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
uh-huh. S It works, sort of.
Yeah. Oh, it's just one of my favorite memories is watching you get so yeah, if people didn't know, we were in a creative writing program together. That's how we met. And we've told this story before, but the culmination of which was a reading where you
Mhm.
you know you gather your best work and all your friends and professors and everybody come and you're kind of being graded on it, right? Was
Yeah,
it a
yeah,
grade? I don't know. I
uh-huh,
don't remember what, but
yeah,
at the time when my friend here did hers, there was a strike going on the campus,
mhm,
and so it had to be
mhm,
held in a bar.
mhm. Yeah, nuts.
Nuts! It's in a bar, so we went early and fortified ourselves with some gin and tonics,
Mhm,
and
mhm. Yeah, nice.
so Keisha was just sort of swaying up there, reading
Yeah.
her fantastic uh, short stories
Oh,
and
thank you.
slipped up on one word that was
Mhm.
supposed to be buttonhole and said
Yeah,
butthole.
yeah,
And her friend here,
yeah,
Gia, in the
Gia.
audience, cannot contain herself. I
She
was
was
like,
laughing so hard, just like you put your head down on the table. It was so
I was
funny.
gonna cry. I was like, I just couldn't because you were just swaying up there and you were like, oh, excuse me. I mean, everybody laughed, but yeah, my sphincters were all probably a little loosened at that point with the gin, and I finally
Uh,
brought it around. I apologize again, but still, just one of the best memories of my youth was that.
yeah, yeah, that
And you
that
and you graduated. It was all
yeah,
good.
yeah, it was fine. It was fine. No, no,
But yeah,
no
somebody should have
worries.
said that. I mean, that's the sort of the hubris of youth that we thought that was a good
Mhm.
idea to go early and drink.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like I'm a lightweight. Yeah, so that was not great, but I was very nervous, so I felt like it did maybe help a little bit. Um,
Yeah, I think
you
it
know.
did. Well, everybody loved your stuff, so it was all good.
Oh, thanks, Gia. What was that? The Old Post Pub? I feel like we should give them a plug. I
That
don't know if
sounds right. The old Post Pub, yeah, it was kind of a
that's
nicer place, right? A
yeah,
little bit
in
nicer. Yeah,
Missoula, Montana. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Anywho, okay, where were
Anywho,
we?
okay, I don't know, we were still talking about Trina, but I think we're kinda
Yeah.
done with
Yeah,
that,
I
so,
think so.
yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Okay, so then we go to Carly and Valentine.
At the
What were
pool? Was that where
Yes,
we were?
yes. Okay, and then
Yeah.
Britt comes up all
Britt,
angry.
yeah,
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
comes out,
Mhm.
like, nails,
Mhm.
out
Yeah.
and just, like yeah, I mean, what did she expect Carly's
Yeah.
reaction to
Yeah.
be? And,
Mhm. Mhm.
so that was just sorta I mean, I get that Brit I don't I love Brit, But
Yep. Mhm.
it's like, did she think that would go well to,
Yeah, and in a way, I think they're doing a disservice to this character because they're sort of really, like, leaning into that, like, Brit, this sort
Yeah,
of,
right,
like
right.
and that's not really I feel like she's
That's not who she
grown,
is anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Or they could just play it a little differently. Like, sure, she's upset, but it's maybe more like just kind of like this fear that she's lost everything, and
Right,
she's in
yeah,
this
yeah.
weird space, like all by herself, with people
All
still
by
thinking that
herself,
she's
yeah.
guilty of stuff.
Right, right. Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
so
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, maybe if we just had saw her be vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
for a moment with these people and,
Mm-hmm.
so they could see all her fear rather
Yeah.
than just
Yeah. Because
yeah,
I feel
but
like Carly should be more sympathetic too. But yeah, you're right. Like the way she's approaching her, there Carly's her backup is immediately
right.
like sort of
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So that's not going to work. Yeah. So I feel bad. Still feel bad for
Yeah.
dear
And
Britt.
then the Carly Valentine stuff, we've got a little they're still
Hmm.
planting the seeds of doubt, about like Valentine and Anna and,
I
that kind of
know. I
stuff.
hope
I
I
don't like
don't.
seeing that.
I don't either. Let them have a run at it. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we did go to Anna and Joss. Anna went to talk to Joss. And
Right, they had like their WSB bonding,
yeah, well, I
you
was
know.
hoping that it would be more, I don't know, like mutually beneficial, but Anna's on a mission. Like she's seeming
She's got like an
different now.
agenda. Yeah.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
hostility. And she's so sure of certain things,
Yeah.
but I think she's wrong about some of this stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like she's going in with her preconceived notions and
Yeah.
then just cherry
Mhm.
picking the evidence people give
Yes.
her.
Yes. Mhm.
And Joss, I like the way Joss was like being very deliberate in her
Mhm.
answers,
Mhm.
you know. Um
Mhm. Yeah, but
and I
Joss
kind of
is also withholding like some of the best stuff she knows about Cassius, I think.
yeah, yeah, I hated the conversation today with Liesl and
Oh,
Joss.
that was
That
bad.
was painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Anna's just trying to like build a case basically,
Mhm.
seems like.
A case against Cassius,
Right. Yeah.
who as far as she knows is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
I don't know. We're not getting an inkling of what her mission is from, with Peter.
not really,
Um,
but yeah, it's not looking like she's very healthy mentally.
no, 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 the mental health it just isn't there.
Yeah, like she knows
Um,
how to sort of like act around other
right.
people, like her
Yeah.
family. But then when she's like off, trying to like crack this case for herself, she's definitely sort of like in like laser focusing on certain things like you said and
Yep.
ignoring other stuff.
Yeah.
um okay, then we talked a little bit about this, Willow and then Amelia and Wiley come by and Michael.
Yeah, and
um
Amelia's been sore-assed
yep, yep, yeah,
into a whole
that's
new child, very
a whole
tall
like
child.
she's almost the same size as Wiley, if not the
As
same
Wiley.
size.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that was interesting to bring the kids back. I guess it was useful to see that interaction with Drew.
Oh,
Um,
it was so creepy though. It was like,
yeah,
ooh.
yeah.
Really was like a horror movie to me, I thought,
Mhm.
especially when he
Mhm.
kinda turned his head with those big blue
Yeah,
things on his and you just see his
yeah.
eyes, like, freaked out and,
And then when he
like
raises his finger to his
yeah, to,
mouth,
like, do the thing, it was like, "Oh
yeah, like
god." Yeah.
sheesh,
He's like
like
Frank he looked like Frankenstein or something.
yeah. And I don't know, like how I would feel if I were this little kid and this
Yeah, terrified. I think you'd feel
non-talking
terrified.
man is telling me to,
Yeah.
keep a secret. That's weird. It's crazy
So,
stuff
they
there.
might be part of the plot point, because you know how they like
Yeah.
having kids reveal things at the darndest
Yes,
moments. Kids say the
yes.
darndest
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Wiley almost did, right? Because they were gonna play a game that required 4 people, and
Right. Yeah, yeah, Yeah.
And yeah, it seems like maybe that's where he would spill the beans. Although Willow already knows that, like, the situation with Drew is evolving quickly.
Yeah, it's untenable. It really is
Yes,
untenable.
yes,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
That's good
Uh,
vocabulary, huh?
that's real nice, Gia. Good job. Good
Thanks.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we go back to Nina and Jack is a little woozy, a little weak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so Nina's gonna go search
Mhm,
things herself. Did anything
mhm.
exciting happen there? I don't remember.
I don't think so. No, I think she returned
Yeah.
empty-handed. Yeah, and so they're still sort of concerned that Valentine knows they need something there. And
Yeah,
that all
like they've
felt kind of
shown their
like,
hand.
yeah, I don't know if that, I guess they're trying to create some sort of suspense and everything, but I'm not really getting sucked into that very very much. Are you? Like the black
No.
box and
No,
all
not
of that
really, no.
stuff?
Just no, I'm just mostly just enjoying the banter between
Yeah.
between Jack and Nina.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, but just still this
I think I'm gonna
idea.
end up liking Jack now,
Yeah, I
which is
already kind
nice.
of like him more.
Yeah.
I do. Partly because, like, when Danny told him about Rocco, he didn't do anything with that really.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't evil there.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. It does feel like he's still like he hasn't been super vindictive towards Carly. I mean, he's trying
No,
to be
no.
civil. I think as much as he can be in the situation. And as much as this much must just like really hurt him to see her with Valentine.
Right, yeah, and to have been so like, kicked to the curb so
Yeah,
unceremoniously,
yeah,
yeah,
right. Another good
yeah.
word there, Gia. Good job. You're really
Thanks, I'm on
firing on
fire
all
tonight.
cylinders.
Yeah,
Yeah, good job.
yeah.
So we had that, yeah. And then we sort of talked about this a little bit. We had Emma and Kai now were waiting for the showcase kids to
Oh,
come
yeah,
back.
I didn't really like that much, the whole, like, everybody so just that, like, why do we have to be so obsessed with what, Trina, like
Mhm.
I don't know, just Trina is just so needy, you
Mhm.
know? Like, that
Yeah.
her friend group is just, like, all about
Mhm.
her and what's happening with her, and then, oh, then the baby now, and then, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, Kai, what's new with you?" Like, I'd like
Mhm.
somebody just to
Mhm. Yeah, maybe
and, "Emma,
that's
how's things going with your grandmother?" or something, like
seriously, they all have stuff they could talk about.
yeah.
Maybe that is sort of deliberate. You think maybe they're going to try to make Trina into like a completely sort of like spoiled star or something? I
Maybe,
don't.
I don't know, do you think they're gonna push the 2 people with their respective like,
Mm,
would would Kai suddenly understand what Emma's going through or so you know what I mean? Like, I
mhm,
hope they don't
mhm.
do that, but they like to do
Yeah,
that, don't they?
they
Switchy
do.
with the boyfriends
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
yeah.
wouldn't like that because I feel like Kai, Emma, Geo, they all deserve better than that sort of treatment.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know, it is a soap opera, they might be toying with
Yeah,
the idea.
they might be. I'd like
Gird
them
your
to be.
loins.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
maybe you should just in general because you had that salad,
yeah,
which
I
was
will. I think you're right.
unwise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I should have just had
You
like a
remember the
order of
wedge salad?
French fries.
Is
Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
remember
I
the
don't s
wedge?
Yeah, you
Usually it
don't
was
see
Thousand
those
Island.
anymore.
You don't
Uh-huh.
see a wedge anymore. It usually had, like, the wedge of iceberg, and
Mhm.
it would have a super anemic chunk of tomato that was too
Mhm.
large to eat unless you cut it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And then it would have that dressing sort of blobbed on it, and that was, like, it. That was the
Mhm.
salad.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sometimes I liked it a lot, especially if it was really cold.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
Nice.
that can be appealing just that iceberg and the dressing.
Yeah, but there's other lettuces that are just better. Iceberg is like really
I
the
know, but I feel like sometimes we got so far away from it with all the spring mixes and the arugulas and everything. It's like,
we, we lost our appreciation for the iceberg lettuce.
I mean,
I'm
there's something
sorry.
to be said about the simplicity of the iceberg,
Well, it's like
for a
it's
salad. But
purely a vehicle for the dressing, right? I mean,
maybe that's what I like about it.
that's
Is
the
that wrong?
strength of
Fight
the
me.
iceberg. Just pour some
Yeah.
dressing into your hand then. It's safer now. Anyway, yeah, let's see. um we talked about Drew and the kids. We talked a little bit about the conversation with Britt and Stella. But Stella also, didn't she give Britt a bit of a lecture? Like
I don't really remember. I remember she gave her, like, information about how it might be hard to come back to GH,
yeah,
that
maybe
she should
that's
maybe
it.
look at
Yeah.
Mercy or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I
yeah.
thought that was a little rough to be giving her that news that way. She's like, well, you've left
Mhm.
before and,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like, there were circumstances, like nobody really grasps how
The
dangerous this is,
circumstances, right, yeah.
and I guess they're never going to.
Thought she was gonna die, was being basically held captive by these people to do this work,
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah. And
right.
she can't can she say any of that? Can she say Cullum was gonna kill her? Not really, because he's been painted as a hero now, right?
Right, right, yeah. Right,
So
nobody probably
she's
believe her, I don't know, yeah.
yeah, so in a way she's just sort of
It's kinda
she
screwed,
can't defend
yeah,
herself, yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. We talked about
We must be to
Trina.
today now.
Yeah, just about. Carly. There's a Carly and Emma and Kai.
What?
What was she talking about with them? That's what I wrote down here.
Well, they were all
Uh
at the pool, but I don't
yeah,
know
they
what.
were. We got to see the balls, the glowing balls at the pool. That was nice
Oh, I
today.
didn't even notice it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was
Hmm.
today. It looked beautiful. Important thing that we haven't talked about yet, much on Wednesday was the conversation between Anna and Britt, like in the stairwell.
Oh, did that happen? I thought that was today, but it doesn't matter. But
It started.
yeah,
It
that
started
was
on Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was just more of Anna being like driven and a little
Mm-hmm.
deranged. And then
Mm-hmm.
today it got downright ugly with
Yeah. Yeah.
the whole like dissection of Britt's character,
Right.
which
Mm-hmm.
that seemed completely uncalled for
Mm-hmm.
uh
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on
Because it
Anna's part. So I don't know what was going on there. And I thought today Britt had the best line of like some they were talking about somehow like steering clear of each other and then she
mm-hmm.
goes, "I'll start." And she tries
Yeah,
to leave.
yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, but I thought Anna was, like, very unfair there,
Yeah,
and
she was just ripping her to shreds. Yeah.
yeah, and also kinda acting like she's just as diabolical as Faison, and it's like you realize, like, that's her father. She didn't have any choice of who was gonna be her
Yeah, yeah.
father, and she really hasn't shown that she's as bad and as destructive as Anna says. I mean, she has done bad things, but she's also been a good doctor. She's
Right,
tried
like
to
the
help
Cesar
people.
Faison was all bad through and
All
through. There
bad.
was no
Yes.
redeeming qualities. Yeah.
Right, right.
And Britt has tremendous redeeming qualities. But yeah,
Mhm.
Anna's obviously not well.
Right.
Um
Mhm.
so I don't know what it is she's trying to prove to herself. But yeah, like why
Mhm.
go after the whole Cassius thing because like you said, as far as she knows, he's deceased.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, and maybe Anna's just feeling, like, stupid because she was fooled by this guy, but that's not
Yeah.
Britt's fault either. Like, Britt
Right.
explained
Yeah.
basically why she made the choices she did, and for a minute, it seemed like Anna was sympathetic, but then she sort of, like,
Yeah.
moved on and
Yeah, she launched. I knew you were hating. I could feel how much you were hating it.
yeah, I was, because
Yeah.
I don't wanna dislike Anna, but I did dislike
Yeah.
her in those scenes. Um And I also just feel bad that Cassius isn't getting any sort of love, from
No love for
some people,
Cassius, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that he's getting
Yeah,
blamed
and
for
so
stuff.
can we talk about the Liesl and Joss
Yeah,
conversation?
yeah, yeah, let's do that, yeah.
So, at first I was like, "I just love how open and honest and straightforward this Joss is," you know? And then,
Yeah, yeah.
because it seemed like what she was doing, was being, like, straightforward, and then
Mhm.
suddenly she's going into the cover-up when she's talking with
Mhm.
Liesl.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
was thinking, why did she have to do that? Wouldn't Liesl be a person who would understand how the WSB operates? And wouldn't she might not like it, but she would
Mhm.
understand why Joss did what she did?
I was
Like, why
thinking
does she
that
have to keep
too.
up the whole
Mhm.
subterfuge thing with her?
Mhm. Yeah,
Didn't
because
make any
both
sense to me.
right, like, the truth and what she told her, the cover story, like, sort of, like, resulted in, like, equal levels of pain, I think, so why not go
Yeah,
with the truth?
yeah.
I mean, I
And
guess
and
sh that's supposed to be a
why, like,
secret,
you'd have
but
to believe that Cullum was good to believe that
yeah,
cover story.
yeah.
And they both knew that he wasn't, so why did she think Liesl would buy any of that, you know?
And then when
I don't
she
know.
when she said he shot her, that was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
seriously? You're gonna go that
yeah.
far?" I mean, yeah,
I
that
know, it
was
didn't make sense to me because
no.
Liesl's part of this world, so she would have gotten
Mhm.
all of that, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
I didn't think that
Yeah.
was necessary.
No, I mean, the one gift she could have given her was to, like, assure her that, yeah, this guy was actually,
Yeah,
like, good, maybe not as pure as Nathan, but he
yeah.
definitely, like, tried to do the right thing in the end,
Yeah, there was a kernel of goodness in his character.
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah.
she just felt like there was no way to contain Liesl if Liesl knew the truth, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that could have led to more sort of
Yeah.
damage all the way around, yeah.
But
Um,
uh, but yeah, that hurt me because I feel like Liesl's also been
mm.
kicked around a lot lately, and
Yeah, and never really been well, I guess again, she doesn't maybe deserve to be treated with like kindness, but on the other hand, she does, you know. Uh
yeah, right, yeah. I mean, she's been through so much heartache, and
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the roller
Mhm.
coaster of the recent events were
Mhm.
quite bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, you could tell that it was hurting her to have to do that. Um,
Mhm. I almost
but
thought
I
like
just
when
hated
she
watching it.
cuz she kind of started to cry, right?
Yeah,
Joss did. I kind of thought that was almost I don't know, too much, like, sort of for our benefit or something, like, I would have liked to have seen, like,
mm,
that it was costing her, but, like, have her try to, like, wrestle with those emotions, and try to tamp them down and, like,
mm,
how like, really feel how difficult this job is gonna be if this is the person she's gonna be.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know, cause like, the
I don't know.
crying stuff makes me think, "Oh, well, she's gonna unravel quickly if this conversation
Yeah,
is
yeah.
enough
I
to
guess we'll
make."
see. Yeah.
Yeah, um, but yeah, that was an effective scene because it just made me miserable. Yeah,
Yeah, right, right.
yeah, mhm.
Um, and then a big chunk of today was all the baby stuff.
All the baby stuff, which was there
Yeah,
was a lot of, like, what looked like potentially, like, this healing effect of this baby, like, people burying the hatchet, sort of, it
yeah,
seemed like,
sorta. Yeah,
yeah, but, of course, then you have, Isaiah come in and Curtis is a dick, right?
yeah. I thought Curtis was a dick, but I also thought Isaiah.
Maybe he
Um,
shouldn't have gone in right away,
yeah,
but
I thought Stella's advice there was actually kind of spot
mhm,
on. Like,
mhm, yeah,
um, or
yeah,
if Isaiah had even just like stood in the doorway and said, I don't want to interrupt, but I, just
mhm,
wanted to say
mhm.
congratulations
Yeah,
and I hope you're,
yeah.
you know,
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
but I mean, he's justified in his feelings towards Curtis, but yeah, it just seemed like he was putting a little salt in the wound there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but even Curtis is like just sticks out his lower lip like a child. He is acting like a child all the time,
He
you know.
is, yeah, and I could see, like, Isaiah, like, just wanting to make sure that that Portia's okay, like
Right, exactly, like, just wanting to step in and say,
yeah.
"How are you feeling?"
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
I know you guys need some time alone with your baby,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just wanna see how you were
Mhm.
feeling kind of a thing.
Mhm. Right.
Um, and you just know, like, can you imagine the first time Curtis sees Isaiah holding the baby? Like, he's gonna
Oh,
go
he's
ballistic,
yeah. Right, right. Yeah, this isn't gonna be really possible unless they just need to have Isaiah's innocence established, I think.
Yeah, yeah, um, right, it's just gonna be bad, but,
Yeah.
and Portia, I feel like was actually kind of lovely with Curtis,
Yes,
and,
she was. She really was.
yeah, no mention of difficulties or any, just
Mhm.
like just all like hold your son and all like wonderful
And
stuff and
apologizing for like I know you wanted to be there when he
yeah,
was
going into
born. It's
labor,
like,
right.
seriously?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you need to
Yeah.
apologize for that, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Um,
So we'll see. I mean, I was waiting. I mean, maybe that'll happen tomorrow, but I was waiting for Jordan to go in the room and
mhm.
like I'd like to see what the next interaction between Portia and Jordan looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like those 2 would have reached a brand new place with each other, you know?
Hopefully, yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
we heard Jordan say admiring things about
Yeah,
Portia.
yeah,
I
uh-huh,
don't know, I feel like we didn't get to see enough of that. I feel like
right.
that the birth scene could have been
Mhm,
it had potential to be more, you
mhm,
know?
mhm.
Like you said,
Yeah.
like, maybe we could have had a moment where we thought things were gonna go south, and we saw
Right,
Portia
right.
being brave and strong and Jordan admiring
Mhm,
that, and, like, we just didn't get any of that. We just suddenly we cut to, like, Portia waking up,
mhm. Right,
and there's a
right.
baby, like, but we
Yep.
didn't get any of the
No, none of
you
the
know
messiness, really.
Yeah, and just the
Mhm,
like, I like that Jordan seems to admire how Portia,
mhm,
behaved through it, but we didn't
mhm.
see we weren't shown any of that.
Right, right. Yeah, yep. I agree. I agree, Gia.
But maybe the 2 women can drag the men out of the muck? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I don't know either. Because, well, yeah, I just like also in that conversation on Tuesday that Jordan had with Portia, just like the way she was defending Curtis is just like, wow, you really
Yeah,
are
yeah. It
missing
doesn't it's
the
not
point
not
here.
promising. Yeah.
No, but yeah, I do think that they made some progress. Probably the ladies did.
Yeah,
Um, I
the
didn't really think
ladies, yeah.
Stella needed to like lecture
No, but
Portia and
that's
Curtis.
what all Stella does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just kind of felt like, is this really the time? you know,
I
I
know,
mean,
right, exactly, the minute when they're enjoying their infant and
yeah,
yeah,
just
so
like come down
yeah.
hard on them.
Do better, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't really lead. Oh, and we also had Cody and Molly and Felicia and this
Oh,
new,
and
is that a new James
I
or
don't
a
know, I hadn't seen
temporary?
anything. I'm hoping it's temporary, although, I mean, the little fellow was real cute and everything, but I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, what a bummer for a big scene like that
I
to have a."
know. Why does that always happen? It seems
I
like they
don't
choose
know.
those moments where like suddenly things, maybe that's why. Maybe they thought like the little James couldn't handle a scene like that. I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, that was tough because it was gonna be a really poignant scene between he and
Mhm.
Cody, and I mean, the
Yeah.
little fella did a nice job, but,
But it's yeah, it just loses half of the effect,
yeah,
because we're
yeah,
so
so that
invested in the old James.
yeah, I didn't see anything online warning me about this, so
Mhm.
I don't have any news there,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm hoping maybe just, maybe the other James had a salad, you know,
Okay.
and just
Okay,
couldn't be there,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
you
That's
know?
possible. Yep. Yep.
I
Okay.
mean, little kids eat salads too.
And out in California, I think they probably eat more salad, than
They
some
probably
other
do, yeah.
states. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Well, hopefully he's okay, whatever the
Yeah,
situation.
whatever's
Yeah.
going on, yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
with the new no offense to the new little boy because he was very
No.
sweet,
Yep.
but
Mhm.
yeah, when you've gotten attached to a particular young
Mhm.
fella,
Mhm.
um
Yeah. And
But yeah,
you
that was
believe.
sad. Poor Cody. Yeah.
Yeah, poor Cody, man. Yeah, and but I like that Molly saw, like, this, like, real strength in her fella,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yep.
and sacrifice, really. Of
Right, because
course.
he knew that was gonna happen. I mean, they told us
Yeah,
that was gonna happen,
yeah,
but,
but it also sort of is, like, it doesn't make any sense that, they don't really explain, like, why Maxie and Spinelli aren't there to, like, have this most important conversation, and I also feel
right.
like, Felicia and Mac would be the second, choice,
Right, would be the yeah, why they did that to Cody, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little strange, except
And
that it
also, like, couldn't they have maybe done this in the room, but also had, like, a Zoom call going on with his parents,
That's
like, or
that's
something?
true, that's true, yeah. I thought
I mean, I
Liesl.
know
What?
yeah,
Sorry.
Liesl was good. Oh, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, I mean, we know that Maxie's not available, so they're not
Right,
gonna be
right,
doing that,
right.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, she could have been on the phone or something even, like,
Something, yeah, just to
you know,
reassure him or something, yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Liesl's timing was very good because he
Yeah,
needed somebody who understood, like, this loss,
right, right. But,
Um,
yeah, that was a sad little scene, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it really does make me curious what their plans are for this, for Cassius. Will
Well, I think they're
anybody
just
ever see
holding
him
that
again?
door I
Yeah.
think they're just holding that door open to, like,
Mhm.
that actor return, which would be great,
Yeah,
but
I guess it could be a long ways away, huh?
yeah, who knows what he's up to? He's
Mhm.
making jewelry and stuff. He's
Yeah,
surfing.
and traveling
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, so maybe he is gone for a while. Nuts. Nuts.
Nuts. He's
Uh,
very cute because he's very cute.
and that
Uh,
he was doing a real good job as Cassius too.
yeah, yeah, I liked seeing a whole different person come out of him,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm. So let's see. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered it. Yeah,
that's
pretty
good
much.
because 'cause we're
Yeah.
way over our
We're
time,
way
which is
over. Yeah, because we went off
yeah.
topic quite a bit. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
But mostly sorry. Anyway,
Anyway, okay, well, we'll keep watching and avoiding
mhm.
salad from
Mhm.
here on out, and we'll talk again on Monday.
Yeah, okay, Gia, you have a good night.
I will, I'm gonna go eat something that's not produce.
Okay. Okay, good idea.
Alright,
All right.
okay, alright,
Good night.
and good luck to you. You've
Thank
got 2
you.
weeks to wait this out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. Pray for me.
Alright, see ya.
Okay. Bye.